Hi guys, this is Mrs. Schultz. I'm back with kind of a bonus little video about adding shadows to parts of your project. You can see I've finished my worksheet here. I've got the bottom part all colored in, and I've got my my flat value, graded value, and blending done. So now when I'm looking at this, if I want to add a little bit more depth to it, I can add some shadow underneath some of the parts of the picture using a black colored pencil, and that will help pop things out. So when you create shadow, you want to pick which side of your project is the light source. So usually the light source is at the top somewhere, and then on the left or the right. So I'm going to put my light source over here, and I'm going to draw a little sun just so you guys know where I'm putting my light source, but you don't have to put yours right here. You can put yours on the other side. So that means when I'm looking at my paper, anything that's on the bottom, so like the bottom edge of maybe this line right here, that's going to have some shadow, and anything that's on the left, like the left edge of my objects is going to have some shadow, as long as it's facing downward. If it's facing up, then that'll be getting light, but if it's facing left and down, it'll be getting shadow. So the way this works is black colored pencil will color over anything else on your paper. So I'm going to take my black colored pencil and I'm going to add some shadow underneath this green line right here. And I'm going to do that by starting dark right up against the edge, and I'm going to do a little bit of really fast graded value right underneath that and make it fade out. And you can see how that's coloring over the top of my other colored pencil, no problem. And as I color here, you should be seeing all of a sudden that line starts to pop up off of the paper a little bit away from the other objects in the picture. And this is adding some instant depth to my picture. Sometimes the black sticks better to other colors, to some colors than the others, so you just kind of have to go with it. It does not like this yellow for some reason, so I'm having to press extra hard and doesn't want to stick. But you can see now as I've done this, see how my line, that's got a little tiny bit of graded value, and now my line's starting to pop up off the paper. Now my shadow's going to stop when my line goes through the hole, because this line right here is on top of it, so that means there's no shadow showing right there. And then I'll pick it up again as I go over here. And I'm trying to keep that shadow the same exact thickness as I go across, and it's starting out dark and then it's fading out super fast. So I'm doing really short graded value, and you want to keep it neat and even as you're going across. So now you can see that line pops up off the paper. So now, like I said before, anything that faces down or anything that faces to the left is going to have shadow. So another place that I could add some shadow is right here underneath this. So I'm going to put a little bit more underneath this line, and I'm using the same technique, color right over the top of it with the black and make it a really short section of graded value. Now this time I'm going over the green line because the red and orange line is on top of the green line. So that means I just color right over the top of it. So now I have some really kind of some deep depth in there. The other place that I could put some value technically, even though the sun's right here, this face is like if you think about it, if the sun was like up here, not like glued to the paper, but up here, this might have a little shadow underneath it too. So I might potentially be able to put some shadow underneath that. Let's try it and see how it looks. I might just keep it a little bit lighter than some of the other areas of shadow, just so we have a little bit of shadow going on there. And then I could also put some shadow, oops, you lost my paper. I could also put some shadow underneath the little jaggies here, little jagged edge, to kind of pop that up off the paper just a tad. Like that. Okay, so there's a little bonus for you. You can add some depth to your project using black colored pencil and some graded value to help pop things up. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks guys, have a good day. Bye.